This is Locked Isle, a challenge confined entirely to the Isle of Souls, where every level, every item, and every piece of progress must come from the island itself. There's no mainland, no trading, no GE, and no outside assistance. The only exceptions are simple. Herblore trained purely through whatever herbs and secondaries the island drops. Soul Wars as a team minigame, and the forestry backpack is allowed strictly for the events to keep the grind moving. With these rules set in stone, every upgrade is earned the hard way. Every setback matters. And every episode pushes this isolated account one step further. Because here, I'm locked to the Isle of Souls. No way, I just got a steel axe. That's going to improve our woodcutting so much. You have no idea how long I've been wanting to do that. I've just been hopping worlds trying to find a young Imbling just to upgrade this. Cutting logs are going to be so much faster now. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Isle of Souls logged account. Now, as you saw in the previous clip, we got a steel axe, and I can honestly say it feels like I'm cutting 3 times efficiently. I was so happy because the bronze axe felt like it took weight. And last episode, we got to 500 total, which means we can start doing Soul Wars. We haven't done any yet, but before I get into that, I have this plugin called Forestry Spawn Helper. What this plugin basically helps is the spawn rate of forestry events. The basic concept is once you chop a tree, it will turn orange, and then once you hop, it will do a countdown for when to harvest a tree. Like I did in this world, it will be green, and so I can just cut it, and then usually within 1 to 3 logs, it will be chopped down, making it a lot faster for events to spawn. 1 log and it's done. And then you just keep repeating. So unlike last video, where it took me 2 hours to get 1 event, I'm getting multiples within 10 minutes. I'm not getting the events I want because I'm only 5 thieving and 1 construction still. Maybe that will change with the steel axe, especially with construction, because I feel every time I burn my inventory, I try to save at least 6, just so I can get a few construction XP, but most of the time it doesn't feel like I get enough. But the goal for this video is I want 43 magic, because superheat will help this account so much, and it's one of the largest goals on this account. Plus we can get random events for lamp, boost our thieving up even more. Now that we're level 5, I feel like lamps will be a lot better. Now's a good time to stop woodcutting for us to gear up, get ready to kill Forgotten Souls, so we can get enough runes, see if we can try to get to 17 so we can start using Windbolt and try to get faster XP. Last episode we did get the steel plate body from the random event. Look at this, Chad. That's one of the big issues, is this is heavily botted. That's gonna be the fun part, is trying to find an empty world. I guess I'll stay on the bottom floor. It's like the only way I can have no competition. This is where I'll be for the next few days. I'll probably get back to you guys once I've been here for quite a while. I don't know when I'll be back, but here's the stats before I say after. This steel plate body is actually doing me wonders. I haven't gotten hit once yet, but other than that, after. Now I know a lot hasn't changed that much, but something big has come to where we finally have 5 herblore. We can now make anti-poison with all the Marintel that we have. This is the first potion we can make, and there just happens to be one at the corner of the island. No way there's a dragon Imbling right here, dude. But the unicorn is good for the unicorn horn. Paired with the Marintel, will give us our first ever anti-poison with 38 XP. Now we can go ahead and get 32 more just to see what level that gets us. That's 12 herblore that we got from all of the potions. Now the next one is going to be 26. That is when we get one of the best potions for this count, which is energy potions. The amount of times that I have to go from the bank all the way to the north side of the island is a lot. Energy potions would help with this, but we would have to kill a lot more. Now currently it takes me about 2 minutes to kill the Forgotten Soul, so I was thinking, with the current stats I have, I think I am good enough to try and get some upgraded gear. Mainly, the Rune Scimitar. The Rune Scimitar is a 1 out of 128 drop. I don't know how well I'll be able to kill them, but once we get the Rune Scimitar, it basically triples our attack stat, which should in theory make my kill time 50% less, and of course it should help train strength faster. I don't know how well this is gonna go, nor do I know if there's gonna be any safe spots, so I'll have to try to maneuver one and see where they usually get stuck at. They hit 10s. Wow. I want to see if they're still aggressive here. I don't think they are. It's kind of nice, even for me. I don't even think I had this in me. If I would have known I could have done this, I would have just came here a lot sooner. Look at that. And the first kill. Oh, we got a combat task taken out of the way. And big bones too. Now let's hope we get a drop now. Okay, well, it doesn't work on everyone. That kind of blows, but I can still flinch at least. Oh my god. That was, well, I don't want to say quick, but that was 40 kills. Just look at the difference. 45 in slash and 44 strength. This is gonna make it so this account isn't as stressful. Alright, dude, I'm ready to see what this rune sim can actually do. What was that, 40 seconds? 11 is my max hit now? That's crazy. 30 seconds for a kill now instead of 2 minutes. Now we're really gonna start flying by. Alright, we're gonna continue to do this for a bit until I think I have enough runes to try to get at least 30 matches. And then once we're there, I can see what else I can get into. And there's 60 strength and 64 combat. Let's finish off this inventory and see what all we've gotten. Alright, let me go and get everything out of the bag. So far we've gotten about 800 casts of just regular runes. So I'm hoping this can get us to at least 30, and all the staffs that we've gotten got up 300k, and then of course we got a mystery box just for an onion. So with that, I think we might try to see what magic level we get to. So the way I'm doing magic training is doing the weakness spell, then the confuse spell, and then just wind striking until it's dead. And I'm going to be repeating this until most likely 30 magic if I get to it. The goal currently is to get to at least 23 for Water Bolt. This is going to be a great spell for when I want to go kill blue dragons, mainly because they're 50% weaker to water spells, but having the staff would increase the accuracy, then I would actually be able to autocast. I'll see you guys once I go through almost all of these runes. Actually, I'm going to try something. I want to try and kill greater demons. I don't know how accurate I'll be, but I want to try something to where if I can do enough damage to greater demons, I want to be able to try to get a few kills or upgraded gear. And of course, I'm talking about the rune full helm at a 1 in 128, adamant plate legs at a 1 in 128, and then a rune kite shield at a 1 in 128. Just one of these is going to be a really good defense boost, so might as well just try it. We already got a good upgrade for the rune sim, might as well continue on upgrading gear. Now, they are weak to water, but we need those for the weaken and confuse spell. And that's a combat task completed. This is going to be real nice if it's a bunch of chaos runes. Oh, I called it. Look at that. 163 chaos. And there it is. 30 magic. We can finally equip all of our battle staves. Let's go ahead and get those staves out. I'll most likely be only using the air and water. Alright, here we go. This is going to be the best crush weapon we have too. Look at that. Plus 17 attack bonus for magic now. And best part of all, now we have access to autocasting. So we know all we have to do is just click, sit back, and let the XP come in. And of course, before we go to Blue Dragon, I want 33 magic for Telegrab just in case, because they can still, with their Fire Breath, hit 51, so if I'm not careful, I could easily die. I can't tell you how good it feels to just sit here in AFK finally. And that's the last cast of Mind Runes. So we're going to continue Water Bolt to try to get the last 2 levels. And out of water runes, so we just swap to our water staff and continue on. And there it is, we are 33 magic finally with telekinetic grab. So what we can start doing from now on is get tagged by a baby dragon, run over to the safe spot, and from here, we can start attacking blue dragons. And they shouldn't even get close to us. It feels so good to finally be killing something that's over level 100. And the best part is, once they're dead, telekinetic grab, dragon bones. Oh! Okay, probably not like that. But once we bury them, we get a 72 prayer drop, which is very good. But we might be sticking to just these dark blue ones because they won't be so far from the telekinetic grab. Make me run out. So this is good enough. But that only means we need to go get more runes because chaos runes are hard to get currently. But this is probably the one way we're gonna get prayer up and at the same time get 43 magic. And on a better note, they also drop mithril axes, which is something I would enjoy getting. It would be an upgrade for woodcutting to make it even better, which means we'll just have to go back to Forgotten Souls for a little bit more runes and see what the plan is for next video. With that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. No way I just got their mithril axe too. This is gonna be so huge for the next episode.